What's up, YouTube? So I just felt like making this video because I'm I've been watching YouTube here. Like without an error, right? Non-stop on my network for shit. Hours and hours and hours, right? It's been going hours and hours and hours without an error, without buffering. Okay, because it doesn't ever buffer. Okay. It just doesn't happen. It doesn't buffer. It's not something that my network I have to worry about it buffering. So I think it's very funny, convenient that and of course my camera's blurry, so you're gonna have a hard time seeing this. But this I was watching a video for my own benefit here. It's a very beneficial video. It is a video called Department of Justice Complaint for Civil Rights Constitutional Violations, okay? And this gives you a step-by-step, walks you through the process of actually filing your complaint with the DOJ. So if you have an issue with, with local law enforcement or something like that, if your rights have been violated, or if you have any type of complaint that needs to be filed with the DOJ, because you've done everything else. You've done your complaint process with the local area. You realize they're not going to do anything. This is the video to go to, man. I started watching it, and I actually went back to rewatch it here because I didn't want to miss anything. I wanted to watch this very carefully and focus on it because I'm actually, I'm very serious about doing this. And what do you know? That's whenever it just decides it's just going to buffer forever, right? It doesn't happen on... Now, okay. Could this be a coincidence, right? And I just don't know I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to work the internet, right? Yeah, sure. Could be. But do you think it's a coincidence that it happens on this particular video? I could watch all the stupid fucking videos in the world, and I could restart the video a million times, and it works just fine. I don't ever have a problem at all. But whenever I go to watch a video like this, right, I claim that my perpetrators are those involved in first responders and law enforcement at the local level here. So, if you accept what I'm telling you to be true, well then that would make sense, wouldn't it? That my internet gets fucked with, and whenever I need to get some information that would benefit me, and it would absolutely be a hindrance, it would be bad news for the perpetrators involved. They would not want me to learn this information, right? They would do everything they can to stop me from learning this information in order to preserve their own fucking ass, to save their own ass. It would make sense that they would, DDoS my network or do whatever, fucking push of a button. I don't know. I'm not going to claim that I know why it's doing this, but I am going to point out that it's very convenient that it decides to do it on a video like this. Now, I highly suggest you go to this channel if you have, if you're targeted and in your situation you're confident that your targeting is because of first responders or law enforcement, or if you're a whistleblower, or I'm like confident. I'm convinced, nobody can tell me otherwise, that law enforcement and first responders are behind my targeting. Absolutely. Now, they throw a bunch of fucking carrots out in front of you, and try to get you to chase them down the rabbit holes. Yeah, I get that. But make no mistake, the people in responsible for this whole fucking fuckery, right? All of the misinformation and the wild goose chases that they send you on, I believe that's done by these nice folks at the that work for local law enforcement. So they don't like whenever the Department of Justice like investigates them. I guess I don't know why. Like, what do they have something to hide? Like, well, listen, if they're not doing anything wrong, they should have nothing to worry about, right? Right? Isn't that how that works? Don't they say that? Don't they use that line all the time? If you're not doing anything wrong, you should have nothing to worry about. So the local authorities here should have nothing to worry about at all from an investigation from the Department of Justice, right? Because they have a task force set up now that they specifically for this reason, where they stated that they did a press conference here a couple months back where they announced the initiation or whatever. They announced this task force that they're going to put into effect to investigate small town police departments, because they say that over 50% of the United States police departments have less than 10 officers. They're small town police departments. Over 50%. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? I mean, why we see this big problem with police corruption. The bigger departments, you don't see that. You don't see that because you have a lot more transparency. You have a lot more oversight, which is done by the people. You know, the people are the check and balance on the police. These small town areas don't get that. Then, and what happens? They run rampant. Corruption just festers and festers until before you know it, you have a criminal enterprise. So I just thought it was important to point this out right here. Of course, my furnace is going to kick on, so I'm going to let you go with that. Just remember, go subscribe to this channel. It is for public safety. It's called For Public Safety. Check out this video. I'll link it in the description. And as always, remember, be good or be good at it. Peace.